Hello everyone, welcome once again to the program How Your Mind Can Keep You Well and a Moment of Truth. The lines are lit and so is my little heart, all of a flutter. We'll take our first call. You'll get to know what the program's all about just by listening. It's about your problems. I have an unusual way of helping you solve them. So please listen. We'll take our first call. Hello, this is Roy Master speaking. You're on the air.
Hi, Mr. Masters.
Hello.
My problem is bulimia.
Can you speak up?
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
A little better.
Okay, I'll try to talk loud.
Thank you.
My problem is bulimia.
Yes.
I started this when I was in 8th grade.
Yes.
You know, I'm 25 now.
And what do you think? What is your opinion of what started it? What's the stresses that led up to it?
Oh, my father. He was real cruel to me. And it was like I was the oldest of 4 children, and then my father and stepmother had 3 more. And I was in the middle, and I was the most talented, and I was the one he sort of pinned all his hopes on. And I knew that.
He pushed you?
Yeah, he did. In athletics and in grades in school and all that.
Did you resent it?
Yeah, I did.
Did you resent having to be,
Yes.
the vehicle of somebody else's will and,
yes, I did.
pride?
I didn't know that until I started meditating, I didn't know that. I wouldn't face it. My sister was honest. She said, well, I hate him. And I'd say, no, you can't hate him.
You thought you loved him?
Yes, I did.
And therefore you gave your all to all those things?
I wanted to do anything, Mr. Masters, to make my father proud of me. And make him love me. And when this thing started, it started involuntarily. I mean, I was in track, and I had started to gain a little weight, and it was like I would run, and then I would just throw up if I had anything in my stomach. And
yes.
I sort of learned to control it. And it wasn't until a few years later.
In other words, it didn't start by eating, it started by purging.
Yeah, it did. And it was from nerves. I always had anxiety.
Well, the resentment would make you very, very, very sensitive to the stresses around you.
Yes.
Much more sensitive than an ordinary person would be.
I was much more sensitive than anybody else in my family, and I didn't know why.
Well, that could make you sick. The stress, stress, overreaction is known to make people sick, throw up.
Yeah, I think that's how it started.
But the resentment is towards your father in the compulsion to achieve. That makes you sensitive to the surroundings involving the achievement.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It would intensify your anxiety.
Right.
To the point where your body could not handle it.
Right. That's exactly what
it would make you sick, so you couldn't function.
Right.
So you couldn't go out in the track and do those things.
Well, yeah, eventually I got to where I would pass out and things.
Yes.
From it, because I was just...
Well, it's totally unnatural. You see, your body is reacting. Since your consciousness wasn't the sentry at the gate
right.
to protect you, then, and it lets all those influences pass and motivating you. It's like giving a shot of adrenaline to a horse, drugs to make it run faster.
Right.
Your body was simply reacting defensively.
Well, see, and the thing is, I think that I couldn't face that. I mean, I couldn't face the fact that my father did those things to me, or that my stepmother hated me.
Or that your father hated you. He didn't really love you, because if anybody who would love you wouldn't lay that on you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's false love.
Well, I knew he used me. I knew that he...
To glorify himself.
Yes. To
live through you, to achieve what he couldn't achieve himself.
Exactly. And he would go around...
And you hated, in other words, you were afraid of achievement.
Yes.
Weren't you?
And I still am.
I still am. Because it wouldn't be you that's achieving, would it?
No.
It would have been him.
Right, exactly.
He would have got all the credit.
Right.
So you had conflict right there, terrible conflict.
Yes.
So then after a while, you totally break down. The physical stresses and the mental and emotional, spiritual revulsions, right?
Right, exactly. That must be why I can't finish anything. I mean, I get real close to accomplishing, like...
And you're afraid to succeed.
Right, and I don't. I don't. That's one thing my husband says. How come you never finish anything that you started? And I didn't know why.
Young lady, are you getting better now?
Well, see, that's what I do. I had completely gotten over this, I thought, and then just recently I started,
doing it again.
Yeah.
Well, what you'll find similar conditions.
I'm afraid of getting into the. I'm afraid of not being able to stop again.
Oh no, but what are the conditions that are putting some severe requirements on you, whether it's mental or what? Can you speak them out?
I'm trying to diet. I'm trying to diet.
In other words, a goal.
Yeah.
You've got a goal. Well, you see, any goal would do that to you. Knock off the diet, please, for the time being.
But I don't know how to eat without dieting. I mean, if I do, I get out of control.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like if I'm not strict on.
Yeah, but if you are motivated to have a diet out of fear, see, it's the same spirit involved, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're doing it to yourself or somebody else is doing it to you.
Yeah.
It's the same spirit of push. Mm-hmm. There's necessity, have to, achieve. You've got to achieve.
Well, see,
a lot of people are hard on themselves when they have parents who do this to them, and when they get older, the parent, even though the parent is dead, the parent is inside them, pushing them, standing over them like a presence.
Yeah.
And everything they do is done the same way as if their parents were there pushing them.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Well, everything they do, once you get that inside you, everything you do in life is done as if or as though it was your parent or the person who set you up for that doing it to you.
Does that mean that I still have resentment for my father?
It does.
Well, see, I thought I'd given that up.
Not necessarily.
Do
you have resentment towards yourself?
Yes.
Same thing. If you hate somebody, they get inside you. If you hate the world for the world's injustice, the world gets inside you and you hate yourself.
Yeah.
And eventually you can't destroy the world, so that's one of the reasons for suicide is to kill yourself, because
you can't kill the world.
You can't kill the world. See what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Because the world is inside you.
Yeah.
Or a piece of it at least.
How do I get rid of it? I mean,
first of all, you have to look at the necessity to diet as a pressure consistent with the spirit of your father that you hated. All right.
Okay.
And then you must immediately look at that and not surrender to the impulse. Stand back and never mind the diet. A couple more days won't kill you.
Right.
Stand back and just watch this, something that says you've got to diet, otherwise you'll be out of control. You've got to succeed at it. See, it's another success pressure, isn't it?
Yes.
Because this is going to throw your whole system into a panic. Your whole body is geared, conditioned for that.
Uh-huh.
The smallest amount of pressure like that is going to set the whole system off.
Oh, that.
Conditioned reflex response. You're like the trained athlete. Your whole body will go into those convulsions.
Yeah.
So I would meditate. Do you know how to meditate?
Well, I've been doing your meditation not terribly consistently.
Well, I wish you would. I wish you'd be the athlete for this. You know what I mean? It's a certain discipline and training to control your unconscious mind and your involuntary muscles and nervous system. That's what you need to do.
I'm not sure that I do it right when I do it.
Well, anyway, even if you don't, it's time. You should take the time to do it right. You do have the power to discipline yourself. If you're an athlete, you must spend hours grooming yourself in certain skills.
Oh, yes.
So you have the will to do it if you want to do it. And I say it is very necessary for you to take charge of your involuntary nervous system. Okay. That's what the meditation is all about.
Okay.
So, and if you can't do it right away, big deal. If you can't do it first time, second time, even the 20th time, just sit down and acquire the ability.
Okay.
Because it will do you the world of good. And then when you see this rush, this impulse, this goal suddenly rise in your mind and the panic only comes because you resent having to do that. Mm-hmm. See, and then the fear, and then all of a sudden you go into those convulsions.
Yeah.
It's the resentment. It's the resentment against having to. See?
Yeah, well, see, when I was pregnant, it was like being free because
you could eat as much as you like.
I didn't have any, and I didn't eat that much.
Yes.
I ate healthily.
But you were freed from having to control yourself.
Yeah.
To having a goal of some kind. Don't you see? anything that will free you from that gives you natural control.
It was so neat.
Do you know when you're sick and you're worried and the doctor comes in, and you know when you're sick your fever goes up because you worry a lot. And the more you worry, the worse you get, the more you worry. Then the doctor comes through the door and all of a sudden you wish you hadn't called him because suddenly you feel better. See what I mean?
Yeah.
He relieves this, he comes in and breaks the cycle.
Right.
Now something has to come in to break the cycle in your life too. And it must be the truth that sets you free. Not a person, not a place, just the realization of what Roy Masters has just told you. If you will sit down quietly and meditate and become objective, then something will come through that door, like the doctor. There's a door of your mind within you that as long as you're lost in your thoughts and your feelings, you're a victim of your past. And your future will be more of the same. But if you will become to the now presence, and become objective to your thoughts and feelings, there's an inner door, something new, a new type of parent will enter. You know, you have a parent spirit, like you have a parent. And it's the job of all good fathers to bring them to the good father. You know what I mean within you?
Yeah.
There's the parent supposed to bring you to the parent spirit. That's what I've done to my children. And then I can rest easy because I know they have found that guiding force, that modifying influence to the stresses around me in themselves. I don't have to watch them all the time. Follow?
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do with you. There's a modifying influence, a counter-influence, a neutralizing force to all the pressures and suggestions around you. It's there within you, and when you find that, it will show you it will tell you in a wordless way what I just told you. You will be able to see those compulsions rising, that spirit rising to start to pressure you into having this or that goal. You'll see the you'll see the instant resentment towards it. You'll see the tendency to panic and fear, and all of that will suddenly just disappear. You'll just watch it. It's almost like watching a programming. You have a programming going on in your subconscious, and you can't find it. You don't know where to. If you could find that programming on your mental computer, if you could bring it up on the screen, you can erase it.
See, that's why I called you, because I haven't been able to do that much.
I know, but you do need the discipline of being objective, because only the counter influence of whatever it is that's behind that door.
Is that when you meditate? Is that what all the lights are?
That's all the light and the truth. Human beings have two ways of being programmed, like animals from the outside. Education, training, custom, culture, right?
Right.
All the prejudices that are built into that can be built into you. But if you're going to be a whole person, you have to find a way to sift through whatever is coming in and pick out what is meaningful for you.
Right.
But how do you do that? Where's the standard? They don't give you that standard in society.
Right.
Do they?
No.
It's built in.
Right.
It's in you somewhere. You've lost it by overreacting to your parents. And you got caught up in the pressures. So you started to grow, evolve out of that.
Yeah.
But you also evolved into conflict with the original person you were.
I know. I remember how I was before I started dating.
That's right.
I remember. It was.
There you are. Now just freeze frame it. I remember how I was before I started hating.
Yes. I was so free.
I know.
And I trusted God then.
But do you remember what Christ said about the truth making you free?
Yes.
And do you remember his greatest teaching of all? Forgiveness.
Yes.
Overcome evil with good. Resent it, don't resent evil. You know, that's how you resist it. See, forgive, don't be angry, don't hateful, be patient, long-suffering. You have yet to discover that truth.
I know.
That's the root of your being. That's the cause of the problem is resentment, and the cure is patience, forgiveness, not being resentful. That's the word, not being resentful, means all those other words. All those other words don't mean anything unless I say resentment is forgiveness, unforgiveness. Resentment is not being able to be long-suffering. Resentment produces the inability to cope with stress. Follow?
Yes.
The anxiety, the guilt, the need to achieve, the fear of achievement, because it's not the way to achieve, because achieving is only a compensating for the fact that you've failed in yourself as a person.
Yeah, see,
that's why you're afraid to achieve.
Yeah,
you're afraid to find that it's failure.
What's failure?
Success.
Success is failure?
Right. That's why you're afraid to achieve, because when you get there, it's nothing.
Yes.
There's nothing but conflict again.
That's true.
See?
That's true.
Okay, must go.
Okay, thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, we got another call. Let's see. Line number 6, Massachusetts, I think. Hello. This is Roy Master speaking. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
It's my first time calling you.
Okay. Let me have it then.
I just called, and I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I have all kinds of anger in me.
That's it. Get rid of the resentment. Learn to be philosophical. Live one day at a time, as they teach you in AA. But I will teach you that if you will learn to meditate.
Yeah, a friend of mine has got your tapes.
Then use it.
In your book, and
use it.
She encourages me to get them, and I am going to.
Your anger, it induces conflict.
It sure does.
And every time you see, I know you hate injustice. I know that.
Uh-huh.
But the point is, as I said to the lady before, if you were listening, I don't know if you were overhearing.
I don't hear your show out here till around 4 o'clock.
Oh, you weren't listening on the telephone just now?
No.
Okay. Well, I told the lady just now that when you hate injustice, it gets inside you.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got conflict. And on another program, I said that when you have this conflict, the way you deal with the conflict, since you don't know other way, is you just deaden your conscience. That way you don't know you have conflict. And you feel okay for a while. But that's the makings of an alcoholic, not dealing with stress, cruelty, overreacting with it, resentfulness, you see, instead of being patient and calm, as I teach you should with the virtues and developing your virtuous side, you develop your vicious side.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lion, a tiger, a beast in there.
This is true.
And you have to drug it to get control over it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's real hard.
Well, I recommend that you immediately, don't waste another second, go over to your friend's house, sit down, and learn the meditation.
Uh-huh.
And then get one of your own.
Yeah, I'm going to. I just got suspended from my job.
Listen, I'll give it to you for free, so don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he's on the right track. Didn't have to say much to him. Hello, this is Roy Master speaking. A problem with your sons or something? Are you there? Oh, I almost blew my brains out there for a second. Hello.
Hello, this is line number 2?
Yes, line number 2.
Yeah, hello, Roy.
Hi.
Yeah, this is the first time I've called, too.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, anyway, thank you for being where you are. You've really been a great help. My son, when he was 11, he came upon a neighbor girl who was also 11. She had been molested.
Oh, dear.
And we've been working with him. Now it's been over a year. And
but what doesn't sound like that I could help you much with something like this.
Well, can you help me to be able to help him?
It's too far removed, I'm afraid. I mean, I don't see what's required here. I mean.
Okay.
I see that this is, you see something happening in life, and it's just a matter of learn to face reality. It's just a matter of learning to cope with the fact that the world is wicked. The people out there are wicked.
That's what it is, taking away his innocence.
Yes, you've got to be very careful how, when a boy, my son or grandson comes across a dead animal in the road, we are now looking at death, right?
Right.
How do you introduce death to children? There's a certain amount of wisdom involved, right? Well, children have to be introduced to the fact that there is wickedness in the world. And it must be done with calmness and confidence and strength that it won't hurt them. Follow?
Follow.
If they follow certain guidelines, and if they follow the faith, and if they have love and not be angry. And as a parent, you guide your children every day. You're talking about these things every day. Morning, noon, and night, there's always an opportunity to bring up principles. You see how to deal with the negative things that they see around them. And I've brought up my children, showing them the pictures of the Holocaust and letting them know in general that the world is a very bad place out there, And that's why it's important to develop virtues and strength, and teaching them the disciplines and the meditation techniques and the proper attitudes, and not teach them not to go along with the gang and the crowd at school, where they pressure him and call him a sissy or whatever it is they have to experience. I'm always championing their resistance to those things, so that they will have the assurance that they will not be victim of all these horrors.
Okay.
You must introduce your child to horror.
So it's good then that he had this experience.
In other words, I hate to use the word good, because, what's so good about an 11-year-old child being molested? But you're going to have to find the opportunity to explain why men do these things. Why is this little child abused? Why did a man want to hurt her? Well, do you know enough about life, about the way men are? What causes a man to abuse little children? Here's an opportunity to talk about the principles involved, not just show them the fact. Follow?
Follow.
And that's what I've done to my kids. I tell you what, any one of my sons and my daughter can sit on this telephone program and conduct a program with the insightfulness that I have, perhaps even better, because they understand life completely and they're not afraid to face it. Once they know what they're dealing with, don't hide these things from your children, but also give them hope of being able to cope with it when it's their time to face it.
Okay.
Follow that?
Follow.
That's all I can tell you in general principles.
Okay. Real fast.
Yeah.
I have an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old besides the other one who's 13.
Yes.
And they have been meditating with the light.
They've been meditating?
Yeah. But it comes out different. It comes out, my little girl, when she does it, she goes into a rainbow cave.
Yeah.
And she has these fantastic experiences, and she's teaching me.
Isn't that
very religious, but they're very funny. I mean, they're spiritual. She says she meets the darkness, and she has teachers who are little animals, very cute and very nice, and they teach her about the darkness.
Well, she's probably, seen a few, some of those Star Wars movies, and
yeah.
But the point is, it's her way of expressing the truth.
Uh-huh. But
their children are very innocent and very beautiful. You can learn. They're so close to the light, and we have been so corrupted that you can learn a lot from. Christ said something about that. He says, "A little child shall lead them."
Mm-hmm.
I think the world will have to look to little children for guidance as to how we shall be. We do well to look at little children.
Yeah, I know, they're so beautiful.
They are beautiful. And then what becomes of little children? The parents who are ugly teach them to be ugly. See what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been corrupted. We have the nerve to think we can teach them. Actually, all you need to do is keep them from being harmed. You see, true teaching isn't necessarily teaching them anything by rote. Exposing them to knowledge so they can sort of take to whatever it is they're interested in, or it can awaken them or lead them out from within. See what I mean? But true teaching has something to do with keeping them, the evil influences away in their formative years, like the gardener keeps the weeds away from his corn, right?
Okay.
So that because the weeds are naturally stronger than the gardener's plants. So, but if he keeps those weeds away until the little plants get strong enough to grow and make it on their own, then it's too late for the weeds to do anything to strangle them.
Gotcha.
Got it? They have that education. They have everything within them. Give them a chance. Keep them away from the scumbags.
Okay. Very good.
Big scumbags and even little children friend scumbags at school.
Well, they've been picking up quite a few things since I've been listening to your program. It's only been about 3 months.
Well, great. The life will never be the same if the children love me.
Oh,
it's the parents that don't like me that much.
No, you're good. You're real good.
Thank you very much. Bye. I have an excellent cassette on the subject, Roy Masters Talks to Kids. You might want to, buy it for a friend for the holidays or something. It's $10 if you're interested. Roy Masters Talks to Kids. It's all little conversations I've had with children over the years.
Okay.
Accepted from all my programs.
Very good.
Okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Just an opportunity to make a little plug there. Post Office Box 34036, Los Angeles, zip code 90034. 3 cassettes and a book if you're interested. $33.50, $5 extra for postage in Europe. There's another book here too, How to Control Your Emotions, another one. I have zillions of books. 9 of them actually. I've told myself 1,000,000 times not to exaggerate. Anyway, this is a good book too. $10 including mailing. $8 if you bring your body to 8780 Venice Boulevard in Los Angeles. But if you're writing, Post Office Box 34036. Isn't that an easy number to remember? And then the zip code is even easier. 90034. Iconoclast magazine, well, it doesn't look like it's long for this world, but because 6 years later, after we started, we have less people on the mailing list. It sounds like it doesn't speak much for the magazine, but it's really good. It's so good that the contents could frighten people away. It's so good. That's what truth does to people. It frightens. It's rich. People love to be entertained, you see, and distracted. You don't go to see movies with any truth in them, because the audiences are offended by it, believe it or not. Well, at least that's what the movie makers think, I'm sure. You don't see magazines with much truth in it. Not too heavy. It's all just entertainment, recipes and hobbies and gossip, and maybe hints of, but not too close to truth. You don't want to offend anybody. That's what the program is about, is offending everybody, isn't it? Because unless we tell you the truth and rebuke you, you're not going to change. There's no reason and I have to hit direct, frontal attack. I have to be right on. I can't dilly-dally and mess around, poke around the bush.
You have been listening to the program, How Your Mind Can Keep You Well in a Moment of Truth, produced by the Foundation of Human Understanding. In order to participate in the benefits derived from the principles you heard discussed, you should practice the observation meditation exercise taught by the Foundation. You may obtain the necessary tape cassettes and book by writing to the Foundation of Human Understanding, Post Office Box 34036, Los Angeles, California. The zip code is 90034. We feel that the suggested $30 plus $350 for first-class mailing for the material is a modest amount. The address again is the Foundation of Human Understanding, Post Office Box 34036, Los Angeles, California, 90034.
In your area. Post Office Box 34036, Los Angeles, 90034. $33.50, extra $5 for Europe mailing, and keep us on the air. If you don't have the money for this material to teach you the disciplines to control your unconscious nervous system, involuntary nervous system, so you can deal with stress, we'll give it to you for whatever you can afford. $43.91. And if this is a half-an-hour program, goodbye. Otherwise, stay tuned for the other side of the half hour.